Bruised, battered, and after Mariupol, likely the most bombed city in Ukraine. But one thing you won't see on the streets of Kharkiv is a mess. Residents of this town sweep up every bit of shattered glass, every piece of concrete, almost as soon as it falls. Nadezhda and her army of fellow sweepers are out every day. We want our city to be as beautiful as it was before, she says. We'll clean everything up and put more flowers on the streets everywhere. The message is clear. This is a city that's cared for, lived in, even though an estimated 60% of its residents have fled attacks increasingly aimed at civilians. This soccer pitch for children living in nearby apartments was hit today. Unfortunately, we're getting used to it, says building manager Sergei. At first it was scary, now we don't really hide during air raid sirens. Kharkiv is just 40 kilometers from the Russian border, well within range of its heavy artillery. We've been hearing shelling from where we are this afternoon, and people spend their nights underground. Many people moved into the subway stations here weeks ago, burrowing down into what they hope is safety. Volunteers come to amuse children, and Doctors Without Borders has started mobile clinics in various stations to treat the city's most vulnerable, says Canadian Dr. Guillaume Mongeau.
Yes, they're safe here in these metro stations, but this is not a life. You can't spend day and nights in a metro station. That's no way to live.
Ruslana Bandiarenka and her husband have been here for 47 days. The scariest part, she says, is when you wake up and go outside in the morning and you don't know what to expect, because you may see buildings which aren't buildings anymore. Each damaged or destroyed building adds to the sense of weight here. Inside his damaged church, Father Vasily is contemplating the notion of forgiveness. Easter is ahead, he says. Christ forgave everyone. How can I not? The pain from this terrible time will remain. The city's monument to independence has already lost a hand to the conflict. The question that remains in Kharkiv in particular is whether the strength and will of the Ukrainian people will stand longer than the buildings Russia is bringing down all around them. Margaret Evans, CBC News, Kharkiv.